The moment was raw, emotional, and unforgettable. Dylan Wang, known to millions as a confident actor, a heartthrob, and a poised public figure, completely broke down into tears the second he laid eyes on his newborn child. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, because what happened next is a moment that touched the world and changed everything for Dylan and his longtime partner, Xinyu. No cameras, no rehearsals, no director's cues. Just a hospital room filled with overwhelming love, trembling hands, and the sound of a baby's first cry echoing into a brand new chapter of life. It was in that intimate moment that Dylan Wang, the superstar who has faced flashing lights, screaming fans, and the pressure of public life for years, completely melted into tears, genuine, unstoppable tears, as he witnessed the birth of his child. According to those close to the couple, Dylan had been anxiously pacing the hallway outside the delivery room, hands shaking and heart racing, ever since Xinyu went into labor. He tried to appear calm, as he always does, but the emotions he was battling inside were impossible to hide. Nurses say he kept asking about her every few minutes, worried, excited, terrified, all at once. And when he was finally allowed into the room to meet his child for the first time, everything inside him seemed to burst. The moment he saw the tiny bundle being held by Xinyu, Dylan dropped to his knees and began sobbing. He covered his face with his hands, overcome by a tidal wave of emotion. No one had ever seen him like that before, not on set, not in interviews, not even in the most dramatic scenes he's performed. This was different. This was real. The kind of moment that redefines a person forever. Xinyu, exhausted but glowing, smiled through her own tears and reached out to touch his head gently. "She's ours," she whispered, and that was when Dylan completely lost it. With shaking hands, he leaned forward and finally held his daughter for the first time. The room was silent except for the sound of his soft sobs and the quiet breathing of their newborn child. That moment, captured in the memories of everyone present, became one of the most beautiful scenes in this couple's love story. What makes this so special isn't just the birth of their baby, it's the journey that led to this moment. For years, fans have followed Dylan Wang and Xinyu's relationship with hopeful hearts and eagle eyes. Ever since their on-screen chemistry in Meteor Garden turned into off-screen speculation, people couldn't stop rooting for them. And while the couple remained quiet about their personal lives, every stolen glance, every unspoken smile, and every secret trip together told the real story. Their love was never loud. It was quiet, consistent, and real. And now, it has grown into something bigger, a family. The news of the baby's arrival didn't come through an official announcement or a press conference. Instead, it began with whispers. A nurse from the hospital posted an anonymous message saying, "Saw Dylan Wang today, he cried like a baby holding his baby. Most touching thing I've ever seen." That single post spread like wildfire. Fans scrambled for confirmation, and within hours, photos began to surface, Dylan leaving the hospital with puffy eyes, cradling a small pink blanket in his arms. Xinyu followed closely behind, supported by a nurse and a smiling relative. The internet exploded. Hashtags like #DylanIsADad, #WangWaBaby, and #Tears of Joy for Dylan began trending instantly. Fans around the world cried with him, cheered for them, and flooded their accounts with messages of love and congratulations. One fan wrote, "I've loved Dylan since day one, but seeing him become a father? This is his greatest role yet." Another said, "Dylan and Xinyu have given us the love story of a lifetime." But while the public reaction was explosive, Dylan and Xinyu chose to stay grounded, choosing privacy over publicity. No lavish photo shoots. No interviews. Just quiet, beautiful moments shared behind closed doors. Still, those close to them have revealed that the new parents are absolutely glowing. Dylan, in particular, is said to be completely transformed. One close friend shared, he used to worry about scripts, fashion shows, and deadlines. Now? He's obsessed with diapers, lullabies, and staring at his daughter for hours. He's so soft with her. It's the side of Dylan no one's ever seen, but it's who he really is. In fact, the friend recalled one especially touching moment. Just 2 days after the birth, Dylan was heard singing a gentle lullaby to his baby in Mandarin, tears falling from his eyes as he whispered, "Baba's here, Baba's here." The baby cooed, and Xinyu reportedly watched from the bed, smiling with tears in her eyes. That one image says it all. Though neither Dylan nor Xinyu have released an official statement, fans believe their silence speaks volumes. This is their sacred time. A moment to pause, to bond, and to discover the beauty of parenthood away from the chaos of the spotlight. And for once, even the media is respecting that. Still, the impact of this moment stretches far beyond just their inner circle. Their story has become a symbol of hope for young couples everywhere. In a world that often glamorizes fast love and fleeting attention, Dylan and Xinyu have shown what slow, steady, enduring love can look like. From co-stars to soulmates. From private whispers to shared tears in a delivery room. It's not just the birth of a child, it's the birth of a new life for both of them. Fans are already speculating what's next. Will there be a wedding soon? Or maybe they're already secretly married? Some believe Dylan proposed to Xinyu before the birth in a small, private ceremony. But no matter what comes next, one thing is certain. Dylan Wang has stepped into the most profound role of his life, not as an actor, not as a celebrity, but as a father. And judging by the way he cried at the sight of his baby, it's clear that he's all in. The industry is already buzzing about how this moment will change him, not just personally, but professionally too. Some insiders say Dylan has turned down major projects just to stay close to home. One director reportedly said, "Dylan told me, for now, my greatest production is my daughter." And honestly, I respect him even more for that. And Xinyu? She is said to be glowing, recovering well, and adjusting to motherhood beautifully. Friends say she and Dylan take turns during late-night feedings and that he insists on being involved in every single part of their daughter's life. From diaper changes to bottle prep, Dylan isn't just present, he's passionate. His friends say he now carries a baby photo in his phone and shows it to everyone with pride. He doesn't care about designer watches or luxury cars anymore, one joked. Now he brags about burping techniques and lullaby playlists. And maybe that's what makes this story so incredible. Because behind the fame, the flashing lights, and the millions of fans is a man who cried like a baby when he saw his own. A man who's loved quietly, loyally, and finally arrived at a moment that's more beautiful than any scene he's ever performed. This is Dylan Wang like we've never seen him before. Vulnerable. Open. Completely undone by love. So to everyone who's followed this journey, from Meteor Garden to the delivery room, this story is for you. It's the culmination of years of hopes, dreams, and silent prayers. Dylan and Xinyu have always been special, but now, they've given the world something truly extraordinary. Don't forget to subscribe, because this love story is far from over. A new chapter has just begun, one filled with tiny footsteps, lullabies in the dark, and the kind of love that only grows deeper with time. Dylan Wang is now a father. And the world has never seen him shine brighter.